Gamble Factory. What's going on? It's your boy ZROB. We got coachtposey back talking some Thursday night football. We got the Bills, we got the Dolphins, and what should be a really great game tonight. I'm super pumped about just watching it. And there's a lot of betting action that we can put in on this game that I've already put in on that I'm excited about too. So just excited for another Thursday night football slate. It seems like we've already gotten way more are way better football games for Thursday night with just the first 2 weeks this year than we did the entire season last year. So I don't know what's up with the scheduling this year, but I'm pumped about it.
Yep, absolutely. We're ready to watch some good football, continued good football. I don't know if you can call week one good football, though. To be honest with you, you look and it was like the worst offensive output of what week one in like I don't even know how long. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, you're a big player prop better. You just didn't really have a good week because it was hard. There's some games that were it's just weird. I mean, just you had guys with two targets. You had Marvin Harrison Jr. with zero point 0.9 fantasy points. I mean, just a weird
It
week
is
one.
not Kyler
Uh,
Murray's job to get him the ball, man.
that's what we're hearing.
That
It's
was,
just not a job.
bro. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard a quarterback
I
say.
don't know.
It's not your
I don't
job
know.
to get one of the best rookie receiver draft picks of all time. The ball. That's just crazy to me. You see that?
Yeah, I don't.
How he was wide open. It could have won him the game.
Oh yeah,
Every,
wide. I mean, wasn't no one close. Never looked.
like, bro,
Um,
Marvin, what?
I,
Kyler, what the heck, bro?
here's my guess. I don't know if you have heard this. I think I might start this rumor. I think Marvin and Kyler were doing really good in Call of Duty all summer, and Marvin dropped him. I think that's kind of what happened.
He dropped him from his ranked
Yeah,
resurgence team, bro.
yeah. He just got him off. He just wasn't good enough.
No, but I'm super pumped about tonight. Alexis asked, "Who do you have winning tonight?"
Um, I've got the Bills.
Got the Bills. You going with the underdogs? That's kind of
Yes, sir.
surprising to me. I mean, I know it's in Miami, um,
Yeah,
and
easy weather.
neither team looked like like the Bills' offense looked pretty good, but like they barely beat the Cardinals, who like are they really gonna be that great this year? They'll be better, but are they gonna be that
Yeah.
great?
No.
Um, but no, I have the Bills also winning, who are a couple point
Oh,
underdogs. So
double underdog.
yeah, I'm a low key kind of a Bills fan. Like I love me some Josh. Everybody loves Josh Allen, man. He's a fantasy stud, you know. And then they're always just a fun team to bet on. And then I mean I like the Dolphins too. They're fun to bet on. They're a team that has like a pretty condensed target share, you know, with like mainly passing it to Waddle and Hill, and then probably their number three option A Chain, who we don't know if he's gonna be. I think he's gonna play, but they're going to let him go through warm-ups before the game starts, so we don't actually know. Um, if he's out, I mean, how many targets are Tyreek and Waddle going to get
The,
tonight?
you gotta imagine. I mean, you gotta imagine this target share goes to the roof. I mean, I don't imagine they'll run the ball with whoever's
Uh,
left in their
the
stable.
rookie,
Is
is
he?
it Jalen Wright? Is that
I
his
mean,
name?
yeah, Jalen Wright, but he didn't even he wasn't even dressed last week. So I mean, you got a guy with no experience in NFL running, and I don't
Yeah,
know. So I think it's a big passing night, which we project anyways from our previous talks.
yeah. And I do think, though, if A Chain is ruled out, if you can find Jalen Wright props anywhere, which you probably can't right now, um, but when they put him up, you might be able to catch them kind of low, just kind of like Mason last week with when
Hmm.
C-Mac got rolled out. If you were able to, I even tweeted out before the game started. I said Jordan Mason stock through the roof tonight, and that dude went crazy. So you just get a
Yeah,
guy who's Jalen Wright tonight. If A Chain's out, Mostert's already out. I mean, he's going to have all the usage. It may not be very good, but I mean, just getting a lot of touches, or even receptions. I mean, he's going to do some work. So,
yeah, absolutely.
oh yeah, I forgot Jeff Wilson. Is he a thing?
Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
Jeffy.
I guess he'll probably. I forgot about Jeff Wilson. He has a touchdown prop on there, but it ain't worth messing with. I don't think. So I think A Chain plays. So, but we don't know right now, so there's no reason to worry about it. Also with how Prizepicks is with their, I mean, playing a full game, it's so hard to get 10x or even especially 25x. So I don't know if we're gonna have like a slip for you guys, but we're gonna go over several plays that we both like, so you guys can either mix and match how you want to do, or mix and match maybe with some MLB or WNBA tonight. But we'll talk through it. We'll see what we're liking, see what you guys are liking, and maybe we'll have a nice slip for you guys. Tyler, you want to get us started on a prop?
I mean, let's go. I'm going to grab James Cook's rushing attempts, 14 and a half. Seems a little bit low for his workload. He's kind of hit this pretty often over his last few games here. Let me pull my chart back up. It went away. Definitely hit it like 6 of his last 7 games that he's gone over this uh, line. With Joe Brady calling the plays, he's been very heavily involved in the run game.
8 out of
8 out of
10
last,
with
yeah, 8
Joe
out of
Brady.
10 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing that it's nice. They're on the road, so it does make me concerned of a little bit for that. But I think the number probably should be just a tad higher with his volume under Joe Brady, and especially too kind of protecting these receivers. I'm not sure that Buffalo has a really good receiver. I think they got a bunch of solid receivers. I'm not sure that I would call any of them elite.
Not
Uh,
elite, but I think they got.
so it's just a bunch of good solid receivers, and so I think they try to protect those receivers a little bit and get the ball on the ground, establish in the run with James Cook a little bit with as well as Josh Allen. So 14 and a half just seems a little bit low, especially he's given results with Joe Brady. So gonna take that all day. It's probably my favorite prop on the board. I'm surprised it's not been bumped. Honestly, I think it's been steamed by a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I can't tell. I wasn't really a big fan of James Cook, but it's hard to argue with those game logs, with that new OC. And looking last week, the Jaguars tried to run the ball quite a bit against Miami. They ran it 24 times, which is nice. It's probably why they lost the game, to be honest. Just trying to run the ball so much. I mean, they only threw 21 passes. I think that's pretty dumb on the Jaguars' part. Which I mean, they ended up choking the game away. So, but like last week, they were Tank Bigsby 12 rushes for 73 yards against Miami, and ETN 12 rushes for 44 yards. So I mean, we could see the Bills try and be like the Jaguars and think that they could take advantage of the run maybe a little bit better than the Jaguars did. So,
Mm.
my favorite prop, same team, and I feel like it's not getting talked up as much as it should. I feel like people are morely on. I think like Tyler, he likes him some Curtis Samuel. A lot of people are liking Keon Coleman. Everybody loves Kincaid, but man, I just think Shakir tonight is in an absolute smash spot. Um, it's only 40.5, and I think this guy's going to have a great year this year. He has a very exploitable matchup against Miami's slot cornerback, Cater Kohu. I don't know how you say his name, but he graded out as one of the worst cornerbacks in week one. Jacksonville barely passed the ball. They threw the ball 21 times, like I just said. Cater was targeted 6 times and gave up 67 yards, which that's pretty crazy volume for only 21 pass attempts. Um, Shakir, when seeing 50+% of the snaps, he's hit this 8 of 12 in his career. He's going to see over 50% of the snaps tonight. I mean, he's one of the more prominent receivers in this team. He's going to have a huge year this year. I absolutely love the line. So,
Yeah, it just kind of concerned me that he had 3 targets last week, which was my concern. I mean, that's literally the only concern because I love Shakir as well. I'm a big
yeah.
Curtis Samuel guy, but Curtis Samuel's just not going to get snaps right now with that turf toe, dealing with that.
Yeah.
Shakir's in a, like I said, Shakir's in a great spot. That slot is certainly going to be there for him. And he only had 3 targets last week and got 40-something yards. So obviously, can rack up the yardage on low targets. This matchup is just too good. I think that's a good spot for Shakir to target. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, the 3 targets does kind of suck last week, but I think that's low. I really do. I would be surprised if he sees less than 5 tonight. I mean, because he even had like Kincaid last week. He only saw 2
Yeah,
targets. And that dude, he's one of the best tight ends in football, in my opinion. So,
yeah, it was just a real odd. Like I said, week 1 was just odd. I don't even know statistically if you can even count it. I mean, you just almost have to throw it
no, I
out.
mean, like the average passing yards was like the lowest it's been since like 2007 or something like
Yeah,
ridiculous like that.
it was unreal. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it was certainly strange.
Yep. So, those are 2 props we're liking already. Before we get to the next one, if you guys will just do us a favor, like the stream. Make sure you're subbed. It helps us out a bunch and lets you be notified whenever we start up the next one. So James Cook.
So,
Oh, James Cook under. They're gonna feed him, but he never gets his line for rushes against Miami. Any concern there? Because there is some truth. He only had 12 and 13 against Miami last year. I know it's last year though, but
yeah. I still think they're going to try to establish the run there. I'm not really looking into that too much personally, and I don't remember at the time of year if Joe Brady was the OC at that point or not.
he was the second game against
Second
Miami.
time, yeah, and that's
Hmm.
what I thought. The second time, I didn't think it was the first.
Which he had
Uh,
13, but I don't remember how that game played out. I know Josh Allen threw for like 6 million yards, so
that's a reason where I don't know. I'm a big on James Cook's rushing attempts, so
hmm
I don't really look into much of him last year on that regard. But I will go over to Miami's side of the ball and grab a one that we both agree on in Tua's pass attempts. His pass attempts are at 33 and a half, which is, again, another prop that just feels very low, especially given this game environment and given the fact that he may not have a running back that has a lot of NFL experience outside of Jeff Wilson. I really don't know why this game is, or this his line is at 33 and a half. He threw 37 times last week. I feel like that's kind of a pretty fair thing that Miami kind of does quite often. He's hit this line in 4 out of his last 5 contests. The dude just throws a lot of footballs. Yeah, I know against Buffalo last time, last January, they only 27 attempts in a weird game. But the dude, Miami throws. Miami's going to get rid of it. He's hit this line so many times. 4 out of 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 12. I mean, Miami throws it a ton. Banged up running backs. Uh, Great weather. No weather concerns here. The line it started like minus 125, 130 under today when I posted mine. I really liked it then. Didn't care that it was, minus EV at one point. It's already back to an even line. It's being steamed.
just trending
I feel
upwards.
like it's trending upwards, and I don't see why it won't bump up into 34 at some point throughout the day, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I like it too. I like it mainly just for like predicting game script. I mean, I know
Mm,
Miami is favored over, but like you said, you're on Buffalo to win also. So ideally, Miami's playing keep up, uh, or trying to catch up like they were last week, and he has to sling it, you know.
yep.
So if we're predicting game script and we think Miami's gonna lose, well, and if they don't have healthy running backs, they're gonna have to pass the ball. So, and staying with Miami, I have a prop that I can go a bunch of different ways. I know you said you didn't like his fantasy score as much at 20, but Tyreek Hill, I mean, I say it every time I have a chance to talk about this guy, I bring up Tyreek Hill. I feel like, I mean, he's always been a wagon for us. Always seems to cash. Um, if you look at last week, Arizona, they really loved targeting Dortch, which is their slot receiver, and then Trey McBride, who who's their tight end. They racked up 16 targets between the two, and like Kyler Murray, he didn't throw the ball a ton. He only threw it like I think 31 times, if I remember correctly. But they were trying to take advantage of the Bills' like defense underneath, putting some pressures on their safeties and linebackers to step up and make plays. So I kind of think that we see Miami do a little bit of the same. And last week, Tyreek, they're going to line him up anywhere they can get him the ball. They're going to move him all over the field. Last week, he saw 18 snaps in the slot. And comparing that to Waddle, who had 9, Braxton Berrios, who pretty much only lines up in the slot, he only had 11. So, I mean, Tyreek Hill is going to see some slot um, usage tonight. And then you got A-Chain and Mostert, like we said, banged up and out. So expecting Miami to throw the ball a lot. Hill had 12 targets last week. I don't see any way he doesn't see 10 plus targets tonight. I can go a bunch of different ways. I don't know if you have one you prefer. I like his receiving yards, receptions, his fantasy. I like it all. I like him to score a touchdown. It's hard not to. But a lot of times when I see that touchdown prop on there, I like to go fantasy score. So It just seems a little bit more safe to me because a lot of times if he's going to hit that touchdown prop, well, that's going to be at least 7 fantasy points, including the reception right there, and no yards. So like it's Tyreek Hill. It's probably going to be at least a 10-yard catch if he gets one. So there you go. There's 8 fantasy score just in that one play if he gets a touchdown. But he can still hit that fantasy score without a touchdown. So
Yeah, I mean, he's not. It's obviously not an easy way to get 20 fantasy score without a touchdown, but Tyreek's a guy that can go 10 catches for 100 yards pretty quickly.
yep.
He obviously is one of the fastest players in the NFL. Can certainly rack up the yards very quickly, and he's a target monster. Like you said, he had 12 last week. He's going to see 10 plus in pretty much 80% of the weeks. So you can't really go wrong with the Tyreek fantasy score. I don't think.
No, and I see on here now they have like a mini demon line is what I'm guessing it is at 109 receiving yards. I don't know, so that may be something to look at if we're trying to build like get a certain payout. I'm just gonna put fantasy score in here for right now,
Yeah,
just to see what the payout ends up being. I mean, right now we're at 10x with those 4 players, which
that's
isn't
shocking.
bad, and I'm honestly kind of surprised about it. I think it's because of the not having a quarterback on the other side. If we add
Yeah,
Josh Allen, which one of my favorite props on the day is a Josh Allen prop. If we add him, I think it might
yeah.
tank the payout a little bit. So we're just gonna have to see, play around with it. Do you have one more that you're really liking?
Not necessarily that I really like. You could talk me into some Josh Allen fantasy score.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's my favorite. One of my favorite props for
yeah,
sure.
but I don't just I don't just love it. I'm not a hater either. So you could talk me into it pretty easily.
I kind of love it, but like we add it and it takes it down to 7x. I don't know what if we
It's
add
kind
a
of pointless. Yeah. So it's
well
almost pointless to add that,
if we
right?
add another like just adding a random prop, it takes up to 21x. Of course, that's a not even in the same game. So
Yeah. I mean, so you kind of like you get the stack a little bit.
um,
Uh,
but no, I love some Josh Allen. I mean, he's we can also consider adding his touchdown prop at 0.5 because then that's not going to really mess with the correlation, I don't think. And that's actually what I played in my slip earlier to kind of avoid the like correlation penalty on the payout. Um, assuming it's still there.
0.5 rushing receiving.
I'm probably overlooking it, but
Yeah, it doesn't change the payout. So that means you think he's going to score a rushing touchdown essentially.
oh, there it is. Yeah, no, I do. So
Yeah.
like I was looking at his fantasy score and his rushing, basically his rushing touchdown. He's not going to get a receiving touchdown.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
if he
course.
does, that'd be cool. But he's hit his fantasy scores 7 out of 10 times with Joe Brady as the offensive coordinator. He's hit his .5 rushing touchdown 8 out of 10. So he's actually hit it one more. He has 13 rushing touchdowns in 10 games with Joe Brady, and that's like, dude, that's insane. Even for like, if that was Christian McCaffrey, that'd be insane, you know. But this is a
Yeah, that's a
quarterback.
crazy rushing stat. I mean, that is kind of crazy. Denise, we can't play first half here in Arkansas, unfortunately.
Yeah, we can't even see the board, so I don't even know like any of the props, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, essentially that, but it would kind of be pointless almost to add Josh Allen's touchdown for the fifth because then you're having to get 5 right to get 10x. I don't really care about the safety part of the
Yeah,
2x.
no,
If I hit 4, I'd 5.
I agree. That's just if we're gonna add a six prop.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you had another. I
yeah, not a
personally
big.
like Josh Allen's fantasy score. I think a little bit more than touchdown tonight, although both are great.
Mm,
I just like the .5 touchdown just because um, not messing with the payout shift any. So
yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair.
didn't you say something about Waddle? You like a Waddle prop? I just want to add it just to see what it does with the payout with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'd like to. I actually took his yards at 65.5 earlier. I'm pretty sure it's bumped now.
Only
Uh,
67.5 though.
yeah, so I mean, it's like it doesn't change a ton, but I did like that one earlier.
23x payout.
I mean, it's we're close. Not great. I mean, I like the 10x because we're correlated with that 10x. It's just a four
With
pick.
just a 4 pick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the correlation here. I don't know if chat what you guys want us to do. You want us to run a 4 pick and take the 10x, or try to get it up to that 23x, or even a 25x. y'all let us know what you want us to do. We can even do both theoretically, and you can kind of just pick
Yeah,
which one you'd like. I
that's
mean,
true.
we can always do that.
My slip I posted earlier is basically I had all these except for James Cook. I had somebody else. Let me look, and it was 10x.
Gotcha.
Oh, I had Josh Allen's scoring a touchdown instead of James Cook. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I think probably for me, like I prefer the 4 pick as well. Denise says 4 pick. I mean,
you could put the Caleb Williams free score in, but I'm gonna save that for
yeah, I'm gonna save it for
later
Sunday as
when we have a
well.
full
Yeah,
slate of
yeah,
games.
absolutely. Yeah, same thing. Let's just do both. I mean, Felipe said both. I mean, might as well. We've got this 4 pick. We'll run the 4 pick. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in as a power play right now,
Yeah.
and then come back and put reuse entry, and then grab it up to the 25 or 23x. Perfect. All right. So you want to put Josh Allen in here?
Let me look at something real quick with Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I wonder if we can put his. Where is it at? 109. So it's 10 yards higher than his normal line. But if Tua's going
Okay.
to throw over 34 times, it may be worth adding. I just don't
Okay.
know if it increases it enough. I just want to play around real quick. Put Josh Allen's
Yeah.
fantasy score in there instead. Because that correlates a little bit better with Shakir.
Yeah. Not necessarily. It doesn't really hurt too much with James Cook's rushing attempts. It obviously is a little bit negatively correlated, but it doesn't have to be a ton.
That's crazy. All right, so if you put Josh Allen fantasy score and Tyreek's demon receiving line, it makes it 19x.
What?
With
Yeah. I mean, we just can't play that.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. Like I said, it's so hard to. Or we can make a completely different game script too if you wanted to try. I don't know.
Me, I don't know that there's anything else that I really just like.
I don't
feel
really
like
want to play a like a 20x 6-man personally.
yeah, it's just kind of pointless to me as well.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not.
I mean,
It's
what's
not
the
great.
best we can do? I mean, if we did Tyreek's fantasy score with Josh Allen's fantasy score, and then we went to a kicker prop, would we be able to do that? I mean, that's because they're not putting up the tackles and assist props anymore because of that reason.
Because people are correlating
They're
it.
correlating it in, and you can't negatively correlate that. So they're just not going to do it anymore.
If you put the field goal combo prop up, it's 21x.
See, that's not even that good. That's almost not worth it.
It's not worth it because it's not like for the fantasy scores. It's not worth it for field goals. You know,
Nope.
if you just had like yards, maybe that's a little bit better. What if you just did Josh Allen's touchdown? All right, Josh Allen touchdown, Tyreek fantasy score, Shakir, James Cook. That's at 10x right now. What if you had the field goal combo prop now? 25x.
If you did the field goal combo under or over, either way,
Did it over, under is the same.
or under as well.
Yeah, I don't know
those,
what's better correlated though. We have so many like Josh Allen to score a touchdown. Tyreek has to basically score a touchdown.
close to it. Yeah, I
Close
mean,
to it. So like having over on field goals probably isn't good. I think they're both favored under 1.5 slightly.
yeah. I mean, I think probably under is a better correlation.
Do you think that the move is the combo prop on it because they have to hit at least 3, probably 4.
Yeah, I would think. Let's see.
I know Better had like longest field goal props up on both of these guys, and they were both at like 40.
Okay.
So like
So
over under
just say
40.
80, 120.
Yeah. So
they hit
340
yarders.
Yeah.
They can go over. I mean, I think the best correlation is to go under with them, but it's very risky, obviously, with 40 yarders needing just 3 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You need one of them. I think Sanders is slightly favored over, like 50.45%. So very, very slightly favored.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Very slightly. And then Bass is favored under. So if, just say Vegas gets that right, and both of them hit a 40-yarder, and like we're sitting there needing a 37-yarder, and
So
they said that's where we're at.
I'm looking at last year's games. Apparently, Tyler Bass hit 2 field goals in the first game against Miami, but he didn't hit. There was no field goals made by him in the second game, and Jason Sanders didn't make a field goal versus Buffalo in either game.
Okay. Well, I think if we're going to correlate it, I think it's the under, and I think that's just pretty much what we have to roll with.
I mean, I don't mind it honestly. So I actually don't mind that slip at all. To be honest with
I've actually already ran it, so too late.
I'll put it in there after. I don't think this stuff will get bumped, so I'll zoom in for you guys.
Pretty much.
So it's James Cook rush attempts, Shakir receiving yards, Tua pass attempts, Tyreek fantasy score, Josh Allen to score a touchdown, and then under on the combo field goals.
Yep, that's what I took.
The yards or right? I don't even know if they have the other one up, but we're talking about the under yards, correct?
Yeah, field goal yards 117.5.
Okay, that makes sense to me because if they're both at 1.5, even if they combine for 3, which is what the books basically have them for,
yeah,
they're not guaranteed to hit over on this. They probably go over on it, but there's a chance that they don't, which I think is worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth the risk. I mean, going up to 25x, it's a game stack. So we're just trying to get the game right and play the props that we think are going to correlate correctly and still get us to 25x somehow.
Just real quick, I don't know. You're probably about to have to go, I'm assuming. But somebody's asking about a demon slip. And I have not looked into any demon anything for correlation either. So I don't know if that's even worth messing with or not. But
that would be crazy to go to an all demon slip. I got time to look at it for a little bit.
If we're gonna do that, we'll have to be pretty strategic in it. Like,
I'm just gonna super stack it for a second just to see.
Yeah. Like, what's the best? Like, do you just go all the way up to 324 passing yards for Tua, or do you just?
I mean, I just demon the crap out of it.
All right, so the most simple stack that makes sense to me: Tua, 324.
Oh, I did 299 and a half on his.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's a middle demon. So essentially, you do a middle demon. That's Josh Allen, 274 and a half passing yards.
Okay.
Tua's 299 and a half passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek for 109 receiving yards, and Shakir at 29.5 receiving yards. I got it. If you do a 4-pick, just a 4-pick alone, it's 29.5x.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Now,
add 2 more.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, we'll add 2 more, see what happens. Which 2?
So you said you had Shakir and Tyreek?
Yes.
Add Waddle for sure, because that's the clear option for the Dolphins.
Which Waddle you think? It's got to be one with a demon, so it's got to be almost yards. Yeah, it has to be yards. That's the only thing they have.
That works for me.
Or a TD or a touchdown for Waddle.
Okay, what if we did? I was going to say Tua's passing touchdowns instead, but do yards since we have Tua's yards in there. It makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. And then we need another one for the Bills.
I mean, you like Curtis Samuel today a lot, but
I don't know that I like him a lot. I just like him.
For 39.5. I mean, Keon Coleman has who their number 1 receiver was last week, so.
So I did his demon at 59.5 yards.
You did all their like lower demon?
I did all their demon. Yeah, I did a lower demon. It's 82x.
Interesting.
It's 20 to win 1640.
That'd be nuts, dude.
That's what it is.
I mean, that's super correlated too, you know. Sorry. So
unbelievably correlated. I mean, if the game goes crazy and it shoots out, then you're likely to very easily hit this. But it's got to shoot out and it's got to do something crazy, of course.
Shakir at 69. Damn, that's so many yards for him.
59.5.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Oh, yeah.
69.5 or 59.5?
No, excuse me. Shakir is 69.5.
Okay.
And then Coleman is 59.5.
And then he did Tyreek 109.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up to 119 to see if it gets us to 100 because 100 sounds better.
100. Yeah, we're going for 100x, boys.
100x, boys and girls. Denise in here.
Yeah, and Carolina's in here. I
Carolina's in
think
here.
so. No,
Carolina.
it's Carolina.
Carolina. My bad. My bad.
Mhm.
Why is mine only 61x? Wait a second. Wait a
Whoa.
second. What'd you did? All right, you did Josh Allen 274,
Yes.
Tua 299,
Yes.
and then you did Shakir 69,
Yes.
Keon Coleman 59,
Yes.
Jalen Waddle 99,
Yes.
and Tyreek what?
109.
Bro, tell me why mine's 61x for
Mine's
119.
82. Mine's 82x
Hold on. That
for the smaller. Go to the smaller play.
I'm about to. Yeah, it's 80. Mine's 82x though.
Yep. That's what mine is on the
What
smaller
the
play. 82x.
heck? That makes no sense, dude. You can get better value for 109 than you can
119.
119.
How wild! I might just play this for $5 for fun.
If you go 129, it's 100x. But
$5 wins you 410. I mean, I might play it just for fun.
Bruh,
Oh,
Carolina
my bad, Carolina.
What made you think that?
I thought it said at first. I thought it said Carolina as well,
Oh.
and then I seen Carolina, but I just assumed Caroline. So that's my bad.
Hold on.
That is my bad.
One more thing, because
This man's playing with a 600x slip over here.
I wish. Oh no, Tua's passing touchdown makes it worse.
Okay. So let's just crank the yards out.
Dude, this makes no sense. All right, listen, 299 for this may be good value actually on these smaller demons because I think Prizepicks has the payouts fucked up. If you go to 324 passing yards for Tua, it makes it 45x.
It's messed up, dude. I'm telling you, they messed it up. They put the mid demons
price
to the high price.
Yes, I think so. I really do think so. So I
I'm playing it.
I think it may be actually pretty good value at 82x.
I'm playing it for $5. I'm not playing for much.
I'm putting
$5.
I'm putting it all on there, bro. I'm putting my house on it.
This man Zach's not gonna be able to stream anymore because he's got his computer for the bet.
Are we for sure going Keon Coleman and Shakir?
Well, I've already done it.
Oh my gosh! All right, fellas. If you want a 82x slip, I think it's pretty good because I played around with a couple of the higher demon lines, and I think the payouts are flipped on them. Is what it seems like to me because every time I added a higher demon instead of the lower demon line, it decreased the payout. So I think we're getting some decent value on this.
Yep.
It's a game stack, you know. I mean, the game's gonna have to shoot out. If we don't see 60 points tonight, this slip's gonna go 0-6 or 3-6. You know, one side may hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but I mean, you get a 82x for. I mean, you have a chance for at $400 for $5. I mean,
yeah, don't go crazy on it for sure. Like,
no, absolutely not.
Most people probably should only put like $5 on this. Like, unless your bankroll's just really high and you don't care, just put $5 on this and just for fun, you know.
Bankroll is high, and I still care. So
there you go. Tyler has like $1 million in his Prizepicks account. It's confirmed. If this hits, Tyler's doing a $1,000 giveaway to what? I'm just playing.
That would be wild.
That would be wild. We could do a giveaway if this hits.
Dude, if this demon line hits, I'm giving something away.
We'll do like a contest or something next stream if this hits.
Gotta do it.
$100 to somebody or something like that, you know?
Absolutely.
Putting the house on it. I mean, that's the only way to do it, you know? We're gonna be homeless, or we're all going on we're all gonna go in on a mansion together on some island.
The Gamble Factory, Miami home island of the Caymans. I mean, just go all in.
Exactly. But that's it. I've talked about all the plays I like. I think Tyler's talked about all his plays. We have a couple slips. Do we have 2 slips or 3?
We've got 3.
I've not played any of them yet, so I hope you send me the share links. I need to play them.
Join my winnable.
Oh my gosh, I gotta pay $5 for my own friends' plays. That's crazy. No, but unless you guys have any last second questions, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna make some money today. I have a good feeling about this game. You know, no defense allowed. Only 15 rush attempts by James Cook, and then he can stop running and he'll just go straight to passing. You know, so
fine by me.
I hate rushing games, dude. I just want to see passing. I want to see offense. But that's also because we take a lot of overs. So
Yep.
looks like no more questions. So we're gonna get out of here. Make sure you like, subscribe before you leave. Um, we'll see you guys on Saturday
Saturday
night.
night. Yeah,
Saturday
buddy.
night. So be ready for a giveaway because we're gonna hit this demon slip and we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna have some kind of game or something. So all right, fellas. We'll see you later. Peace.